Hi there, my name is Stephanie Snow, and I'm the owner of Stephanie Snow Photography in Southwest Florida, specializing in wedding and portrait photography. What I wanted to do today is take less than 10 minutes to talk to you about the first look as far as wedding photography goes. It's been a change in the last several years from the traditional bride walking down the aisle and having the groom see them there for the first time. And that change has gotten transitioned into what we now call the first look. It sounds sort of self-explanatory, but if you haven't heard of it before, let me kind of walk you through it and some of the pros and cons of why you might want to consider doing it. So the first look is, instead of waiting till that big moment to walk down the aisle, the bride and groom before the ceremony agree on a place that they're going to see each other for the first time there. One of the main reasons why couples like to do that is it takes off the anxiety and the stress for both parties that the first time that they see each other is going to be in front of all their family and friends that they love. Sometimes it's a small group of people, sometimes it's a larger group of people, and they're able to enjoy that first loving glance in a more intimate setting and have that time to ease their nerves. So that is what a first look is. And it's talking about the pros and cons. To me, that's a pro. Being able to see the person that you're about to marry and that you love and you're going to spend the rest of your life with, to see them for the first time and be able to share in that joy and hug and kiss and not have the world around watching just your photographer. But we capture those moments. So, because those are moments that you want later. You just want to do them in front of, 30, 50, or 100 people. Another pro side of doing a first look is helping the timeline for the day. I am a fan of having a timeline for the day, and one of the things that we look at as photographers is how much time it's going to take your family formals during the day of your wedding. And oftentimes that doesn't happen until after the ceremony, because that's when everybody is there. But if the bride and groom, the couple, don't want to see each other before the ceremony, then that's just the natural time that would happen. If you do choose to do a first look, then you guys have already seen each other. And so we can arrange that time for the family members, at least the close family members, the parents, brothers and sisters, and the wedding party. And we can get those photographs done before the ceremony. Again, that can help relax everybody. Everybody becomes more at ease. Everybody's hair and makeup is absolutely fresh, so they look great. And then that allows a time after the ceremony that we just take some of those after ceremony pictures, and then you can move on to cocktail hour and spend that time with your family and friends, which a lot of people love to be able to do. So are there any cons to having the first look instead of waiting until you walk down the aisle? It's such a personal choice. A lot of the couples I work with still they want to have that moment when the groom sees them for the first time and they're coming down the aisle and their family and friends turn and we hope somebody cries, and you have that moment, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with wanting that moment. So a con would be you don't get that moment, but the time that you have before the ceremony is just as special. And trust me, for my couples that have done the first look, it doesn't make walking down the aisle any less special. It just makes them more relaxed, to be honest with you. Another con, if you want to look at as far as doing your first look, would be the time that you would want to start your hair and makeup. Since you're building an hour into time before the ceremony to have a lot of your pictures taken, it means your hair and makeup needs to start earlier. So if you were going to have hair and makeup start at 10, maybe it would start at 9 o'clock instead. So my thought on that is you're not sleeping well the night before your wedding generally anyways. There's so much excitement. There's so many friends and family. Maybe you've had your rehearsal dinner. And so in general, the night before your wedding is not the best night's sleep that you're ever going to have. So you might as well just get up out of bed, in my case, have my cup of coffee and start your day anyways and just get it rolling. So, but if you're not a super fan of mornings, then you would be starting earlier. And if there is a third con to having your first look, is that the lighting is going to be different before the ceremony than it would be maybe that soft, gentler light after the ceremony. So when you do your first look, it's probably going to be more in the middle of the day. And so you just really have to trust in your photographer that they're still going to put you in the best lighting setups. And some of that may include some shade, open shade, under balconies, in trees. We'll still find beautiful areas. We may just not have some of those shots taken in the open field at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So it just kind of creates a different environment. But as long as you're working with a great photographer, they're gonna make sure that you still get the best shots possible. So very quickly, there's a few pros and cons of why you may want to consider doing a first look. And the important thing isn't whether you do them or not. It's the important thing is that you are having the wedding of your dreams and you're doing your wedding your way. Just make sure you let your photographer know which way you prefer. Thanks for checking this out. Again, my name is Stephanie Snow with Stephanie Snow Photography in Southwest Florida. If you're interested in checking out my website, it's at www.stephaniesnowphotography.com. And if you want to send me an email, ask questions, talk, get in touch, my email address is stephaniesnowphoto@yahoo.com. Thanks for checking this out. I hope this helps.